Operation Quantum Sabotage. In the shadowy world of international espionage, the race for advanced technology supremacy is fierce, and no prize is greater than the secrets behind the AUKUS submarine project. The Director General of MI5, Ken McCallum, has just issued a chilling warning that China is actively working to disrupt the collaborative effort between the UK and its partners to construct a fleet of nuclear-powered attack submarines, code-named Operation Quantum Sabotage. Chapter 1. The warning. In a dimly lit MI5 briefing room, Ken McCallum addressed a select group of intelligence operatives. He revealed that China had placed the highest priority on undermining the AUKUS submarine project, a joint venture involving Australia, the UK, and the United States. McCallum's grave warning coincided with concerns raised by the head of the Royal Navy regarding bureaucratic obstacles from the US that were impeding the vital exchange of cutting-edge technology within the agreement. Episode 1. The Gathering. In the heart of London, within the secure confines of MI5, a dimly lit briefing room stood in anticipation of a significant revelation. The room exuded an air of secrecy, its walls adorned with subtle shades of grey, and the occasional flash of muted blue from the large screen at the front. Ken McCallum, the Director General of MI5, was about to address a select group of intelligence operatives. The agents filed in quietly, their footsteps muffled by the soft carpeting, and took their seats in rows of high-backed leather chairs that faced the imposing screen. The atmosphere was charged with an unspoken understanding of the gravity of the upcoming briefing. These were the men and women entrusted with safeguarding national security in the shadows. As McCallum stepped to the front of the room, his presence commanded immediate attention. He was a tall, composed figure, dressed in a crisply tailored suit. His expression was one of unwavering determination. The room fell into a hushed silence, punctuated only by the faint humming of electronic equipment and the occasional soft rustle of paperwork. The large screen behind McCallum remained blank for the time being, casting a mysterious, pale glow over the room. It was as though the world outside had ceased to exist, and the agents were transported to a realm of secrets and intrigue. In that moment, they were acutely aware of the significance of the meeting and the weight of the information about to be revealed. Episode 2. The Dire Warning. McCallum's voice, resonant and authoritative, broke the silence. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, his words carrying a sense of urgency that brooked no interruption. "I have convened this meeting to share with you a dire revelation." His gaze swept across the room, holding the undivided attention of those present. "China," he continued, his voice unyielding, "has made it their utmost priority to undermine the AUKUS submarine project." The words hung heavily in the air, causing a collective intake of breath among the agents. The AUKUS project was no ordinary collaboration. It represented a strategic alliance between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. It had been conceived to counteract China's growing influence in the Pacific region. The Director General's words underscored the immense challenge they faced. China's ambitions were clear, and the agents in the room understood the implications of this revelation. This was no ordinary threat. It was a coordinated and well-funded effort to disrupt the balance of power in the Pacific. Episode 3. The Shadow War. As McCallum delved further into the revelation, a sense of unease permeated the room. He described in detail the covert operations and espionage efforts that China had set in motion. He spoke of their relentless pursuit of classified information, their systematic infiltration of security systems, and their intricate network of intelligence operatives. The Director General painted a vivid picture of a shadow war, where the prize was cutting-edge technology and classified information. He highlighted the insidious nature of the adversary they were up against, an adversary whose determination was formidable. The agents listened with rapt attention, understanding that they were on the front lines of a new kind of warfare, where cyber attacks and covert operations were the weapons of choice. The battle for technology supremacy had entered a new and dangerous phase. Episode 4. Obstacles from afar. As McCallum continued to unveil the extent of China's efforts, a palpable sense of urgency filled the room. He detailed how China's espionage activities were relentless and sophisticated, leaving no stone unturned in their quest to gain an upper hand. The agents understood that the threat was not limited to conventional espionage. It extended into the realm of cyber warfare and technological disruption. The gravity of the situation deepened as McCallum addressed concerns raised by the head of the Royal Navy. He explained how bureaucratic obstacles from the United States were hampering the seamless exchange of vital technology crucial for the success of the AUKUS agreement. The very foundation of the alliance was under threat, and the delicate balance of power in the Pacific region hung in the balance. In that dimly lit room, a sense of urgency prevailed. The agents recognized the magnitude of their mission, and the weight of responsibility rested heavily on their shoulders. Episode 5. The Call to Action. As McCallum concluded his address, the agents were acutely aware that they stood at the threshold of a covert war like no other. The mission to protect the AUKUS project, safeguard cutting-edge technology, and prevent China from undermining the alliance had officially begun. In the dimly lit Mi-5 briefing room, the call to action had been sounded. The agents knew that their skills, resourcefulness, and determination would be tested in the battle for technology supremacy in a rapidly changing world. The battle lines were drawn, and the agents were ready to step into the shadows to defend their nation's secrets and security.